Welcome back to Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia for what is the end of a 4-day journey for the North American, European and Asian contestants in the 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final. It's been an interesting day already. We've had race 1, and that was certainly a very, very exciting affair. And by virtue of that, there are a number of teams still working very hard in pit lane to get their cars ready for the second of the two 50-minute races that will classify the 2014 World Champions. First up, we might take a quick look back at how the morning unfolded with a quick review of how race 1 played out. It was a busy start coming to the line. Of course, the pole man last time round, Alberto Verberti. Fuji alongside the Asian driver. A little bit of contact there with Piscopo, and who actually decided to start that race. He's on the outside there. No, in fact, it was Bortolotti and contact. The American car got to the lead, but heading down into turn 2, 3 and 4 wide at times, this is where the drama started. So just watch on the exit. You'll see a little bit of contact, a number of slowing cars, some debris. And this is a shot of the restart further back coming to the line. And debris was certainly the issue of the day. Then it got very hectic right through the field. That was Venturini trying to make up position, and Fuji off the circuit there trying to protect his line. That, of course, is the Natalia Fridana car, which finished in 10th. Alexei Vasiliev alongside her. So they were 10th in the AM class. But then all the drama started. And this was Max Weiser, the Asian Series champion. He ran out of brakes, and that was the end of the run for him. Then it was the Fuji car. He had a tyre deflate due to contact, probably off the start, and had to complete almost a full lap and lost an agonising number of laps. In the end, they were classified well down the order. So for them, that was disappointment. Then we had other dramas. There was contact with Weiser, unfortunately for the American team. They had started on P3, but contact with Weiser after he'd lost brakes certainly dropped them right back down the order, and Kevin Conway was unable to do anything about that. So disappointment for them. Further back in the field, we see the 177 car, which is the Joe Courtney, Peter Argstinger car from the US. But up front, it was a very racy Eduardo Piscopo and Milos Pavlovic that wanted to take the lead, and Alberto Verberti decided to opt out and allow them to go through. Delantha Malagamua, he also had dramas, had made his way up to second in Pro-Am before he had a brake failure issue, which had to do with the ABS and overheating. It locked on, put him into a spin, and by the time he recovered, there was 4 laps to go. He just made the finish, but he certainly also became a point scorer in the Pro-Am class. Then it was getting towards the end of the race, and there was a bit of an issue there with the leaders coming through the field, and there were troubles for a number of the top runners. And here we see it was the 32 car. And we were talking about Giovanni Venturini earlier. He'd suffered another drama. Stop-go penalty for Jan van Oostel, but he still managed to record a finish in the AM class and valuable points. And as the field started to settle down, the action continued. Bortolotti's very second-hand Benaldi Motorsport car leading Michael Chua, the local driver. Let's go down to the grid and talk to some of the drivers.
Go as fast as we can. Try and win this thing.
Well, that's all you gotta do.
Very simple. Yep. Do the best we can.
All right.
See you later.
Hey.
Mi ha parlato Richard Antinucci. Richard è stato secondo oggi nella gara 1, parla un ottimo italiano, ma sta sistemando la propria tuta refrigerante. Abbiamo chiesto cosa si aspetta da questa gara e lui ha detto beh, partire, andare il più forte possibile e vincere la gara, più semplice di così.
That was Richard Antonucci there, the American driver who drove brilliantly to come through the field. Qualified 14th, had dramas during a very damp qualifying session on Saturday, and just bided his time as the race wore down, avoided contact. He said to me after race 1, I think if I'd made that start 10 times, 8 times out of 10, I would have been cleaned up in an accident. I have no idea how I got through. It was good luck rather than good management, but I'm here. We got to the end and the pace of the car was very good. If I can start race 2 in much the same fashion as I ran race 1, there's no reason why we can't take on the Piscopo and Pavlovich combination. So certainly for him it was a good result. So Alberto Verberti led the field away, then there was a change and it was Piscopo who took over the lead, and then Miles Pavlovich obviously took them through to the victory.
Okay, I'm talking to Jerome right now. Can you tell me how was the day today earlier and what will be your strategy for the final race of this round?
Well, the race this morning I started from P30 all the way at the back of the field, so I had a really good race there. Unfortunately I started from that position because we had some problems in qualifying, but I was very happy to be able to go through the field very quickly and be now on P5 on the grid, P4 in the pro class. So I'm just gonna try and do my best again, and now from a much better starting position.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you.
Abbiamo chiesto a Jerome Mule cosa si aspettava da questa gara. Jerome è partito 30esimo oggi in gara 1, è stato l'autore della miglior rimonta, è risalito fino in sesta piazza, quarta di categoria, quinta piazza, quarta di categoria pro, e adesso si aspetta di fare il proprio meglio e magari anche di vincere la gara.
Dutchman Jerome Mule would be hoping to have a far better run today. He came into the final round of the European Championship here at Sepang on Friday as the points leader in the pro class, but unfortunately the sequence of events dropped him further down the order, and he was forced to watch the Piscopo-Pavlovich combination, who didn't win either of the 2 races that were the final round of the championship. They finished second on both occasions to Andrea Amici, but they scored enough points to become the 2014 Pro Class champions in the European leg of the Super Trofeo series. Back down to pit lane and Julio and Jane.
Okay, okay, I'm talking to Takeuchi right now. Can you tell me what will be your target for today?
Yeah, number 6 position. I hope podium.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right.
Takeuchi molto sintetico, concentrato sulla gara, ovviamente spera in un finale a podio della sua categoria.
Hironori Takeuchi and Masami Kageyama, the 2 veterans of Super GT, finished in 6th position as the leading Asian Series team in the opening leg of this race. They won the opening Asian race on Friday. The second one, of course, was won by Max Visser, and unfortunately for Max, we saw him in the pre-race replay of race 1. He speared off the circuit with brake failure, and the damage to the car is too great for them to repair ahead of race 2. So he was certainly one of the pre-event favourites. Of course, a 2-time Asian Series champion in the Pro-Am class. He certainly set the pace here in opening practice on Thursday, the 2:09.67. That was only bettered very late in the day by Italian star Mirko Bertolotti, so he set the quickest time as a 2:09.5. Back down to pit lane.
Okay, I'm talking to the race director today, and can you tell me about the weekend?
Okay, so far we got a very good weekend. Everybody's just having good racing, and nobody really going out really wild. So let's hope in race 2 we keep it that way. Have a good race.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Abbiamo avuto occasione pure di fermare al volo il direttore di gara, abbiamo chiesto come sta andando questo intenso weekend, ci ha confessato che si stanno comportando tutti abbastanza bene e lui è confidente che anche in gara 2 faranno i bravi.
Certainly the racing has been close, it has been good. There haven't been too many major issues. Having said that, we've seen a car on fire, we've seen a couple of cars into the fence, but with 42 cars from all over the various regions that contest the Lamborghini Super Trofeo series, it's been a very good result. So we should have an almost full field of cars. It'll be interesting as we see the field roll out exactly how many are there. We started with 39 in race 1. Of course, we did see a number of incidents across that race, but again, it was the Piscopo Pavlovich European Pro Class champions who won race 1. Richard Antonucci pulled them in towards the end of the race, crossed the line just 3 seconds behind. Alberto Viberti, the pole sitter, fell to position 3. Torreza and Pravoda, the leading Pro-Am class competitors, finished in P4. And then Jerome Mule, we spoke to him just a moment ago, will be hoping for much better things this time around, finished in position 5. Back down to pit lane and Julio and Jane.
Okay, I'm talking to Milos right now. He's at pole. He won the race of race 1. Now tell me, what will be your plan for race 2?
Well, race 1 means nothing without race 2. So push hard and try to be in front of everybody else and hand the best possible car to my teammate at the pit stop. So not much more than that.
Okay, all the best.
Siamo con Milos, una battuta anche in italiano ovviamente, siamo in P1 in questa gara 2, però conta vincere qui perché i rivali sono veloci e sono determinati.
Eh sì, non bisogna rilassarsi, qua bisognerà spingere dal giro 1, insomma speriamo bene.
Bene, grazie.
Milos Pavlovich starting this race. There was a discussion with Eduardo Piscopo after they'd won the European Pro Class title with the media the other day, and they said, we always have the same system. Milos starts the race, I finish the race. But it was with great surprise, we were calling the reverse order during race 1, that Milos emerged from the car at the close of race 2. And he was the one to see the checkered flag, which he said was a pleasant experience, given that he's normally the one standing in pit lane celebrating with the team as Eduardo crosses the line and takes the victory. For them, 4 victories in the European series of Super Trofeo this year, and 5 to Jerome Mule. So certainly Mule was the big star coming into the final round here, but as we alluded to a little earlier, he unfortunately was unable to complete the victory and had to settle for second in the championship. See the weather, a nice wide shot of this 5.543 kilometre circuit at Sepang. 60 kilometres south of the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur, designed of course by Herman Tilke, who's responsible for many of the world's best Formula One circuits. And the weather has been the big talking point. It has been suggested we would have heavy rain each of the 5 days we have now been here, but we've only had a couple of brief showers, heavy as they were. Humidity is very high. It has been threatening. It was suggested that between races 1 and 2 we'd see 4 or 5 millimetres of rain. We've been fortunate so far that that hasn't been the experience. Milos Pavlovich said just yesterday, after setting a strong time in qualifying, that he doesn't mind whether it is dry or wet as long as it doesn't change mid-race, because certainly that makes things very interesting. And we saw in qualifying, wet to start, 40 minutes later there was a dry line. So unless you were turning quick laps on the circuit with a clean run at the end of that 40-minute mark, you had difficulty being far enough forward in the qualifying field to start at the front. So it was a challenging experience for all of these drivers. Some, of course, from the Asian region have experienced that here before at Sepang, but certainly for the European competitors, their last round at the Nürburgring, it was thick fog that they were faced with. So they had inclement weather of a completely different kind. So we're 10-minute mark to the start of this second race. The way the World Final works is much like each of the rounds of the series, whether in Asia, Europe or North America. There is a 50-minute race, two 50-minute races with compulsory pit stops. The compulsory pit stop comes between minute 20 and minute 30. During that time, every team must stop for a minimum of 86 seconds. That's great, that's fine. If there's a 2-driver entry, they can change drivers. There's no major mechanical work done to the car, certainly no refueling. Tyre changes can be made if they are needed, but it's likely that only tyre pressure adjustments will be made to any of the cars during the stop, but they have to stop for a minimum of 86 seconds. Race 1 constituted points for each of the 3 categories, so the top 10 place getters in each of the categories scored points. The same thing will happen in race 2. Then the 2 race results will be added together and the highest point scorer will be the winner of the 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final. It's certainly a title that all of these drivers are very, very keen to go after. This is the second World Final for the series. It's been running in Europe since 2009. It began in America 2 years ago, and it began in the Asian region 3 years ago. Now, despite starting in the USA just 2 years ago, the world champion last time around for the very first World Final at Vallelunga in Italy was American Andrew Palmer, who's part of the Lamborghini Young Drivers program. And it was great to see that the Americans are keeping their tradition of running at the front of the World Final for Super Trofeo alive. Mikhail Grashev trying to keep cool behind the wheel of his AM-class car. The Americans certainly were competitive, and Antonucci said that his strategy was to conserve his tyres as much as possible towards the end of the race and move his way through on certainly some of the established stars. And certainly at the start of the race, that was the Auto Carrozzeria Imperiale pairing, which was Alberto Viberti, who had set the pole position, and new 2014 Pro-Am champion in Europe, 18-year-old Alberto De Falco. So we're getting close. The field is lined up. Drivers are sitting in some very warm cars. Track temperature is somewhere in the vicinity of 40 degrees plus. The ambient temperature is around 32 degrees. It's thanks to the data from the Pirelli technicians on board. Of course, this series runs the Control Pirelli DH compound tyre. 2 sets of tyres from qualifying through to the end of race 2. Proven to be very, very successful worldwide. The DH compound used in a variety of series around the world, including my own home series in Australia. So a very, very competitive tyre and a very durable tyre. So there haven't been a lot of tyre issues this weekend. It's certainly proven to be very interesting for the Pirelli engineers to gain additional data. Of course, very high humidity. That's something that a lot of these North American and European drivers aren't used to, but definitely something that the Asian drivers encounter quite frequently. Okay, clock's ticking, about 7 minutes to go at the 5-minute board. We'll start to see things clear up. They will clear the grid. Rolling start, which is the hallmark of GT competition worldwide these days. Rolling start. The race, of course, will be controlled, coming to the line by Eduardo Piscopo and Milos Pavlovic. Obviously, Milos is behind the wheel of the number 3 Benelli Motorsport Super Trofeo, so he will be the man responsible for controlling the start. But he's got Richard Antonucci alongside him, and that's a driver that many people will have heard of in the past. We have a quick squiz at the 33-year-old's record. Italian GT Championship, IndyCar Series, Indy Light Series, Grand Am in America. He was 5th in 2006 in the Formula 3 Euro Series. He's been in Formula 3 All Japan, British Formula 3, Formula Renault 3.5, and comes from a long line of racing drivers. His uncle, of course, is none other than 1998 Indy 500 champion Eddie Cheever. So he's looking forward to this race, and he honestly believes that he can run with the race leaders. You can see just how hot it is for some of these European crews. He believes that he's more than capable of running with the number 3 Benelli Motorsport car, and should he be able to conserve his car and his tyres the way he had done in race 1. Certainly we saw race lap times start to drop off quite significantly towards the end of race 1, which had a lot to do with driver fatigue in the heat. So if he can be fit enough and the car is in the condition in which he starts right now, hopefully without any level of contact, then we should see that car being one of the challenges. So let's take a look at the grid. It's Milos Pavlovic on the front row alongside Richard Antonucci. Alberto Viberti, the pole sitter from this morning's first race, starts alongside Torreza and Thomas Pavoda in the Grasser Racing Team Pro-Am car. Then it's Jerome Mule And we saw Takeuchi, the former Super GT champion, the leading Asian competitor, alongside him. And Jake Rattenbury, who's won every AM class race he's contested here this weekend, alongside Andrea Amici, who was a two-time winner in the European Championship rounds here on Friday. And it's Mikhail Grashev alongside Toshiyuki Oshai, who's the AM class champion for the Asian series. So you take a look at the numbers as we go through the grid to look at the colours alongside the drivers' names. If the colour is white, it's a Pro class car. If the colour is black, it's an AM class car. And if the colour is red, it is a Pro-Am class car. So that gives you a bit of an indication. If you look at the race numbers, the European competitors are determined by the fact that they are running single-digit or double-digit numbers. The American cars are three-digit numbers, beginning with the number 1, and there's 3 cars in the field. And the Asian series competitors, the Asian series Super Trofeo regulars, their numbers begin with 2, so they're also triple-digit. So keep an eye on the race order as we go through. That will determine for you exactly which class these drivers are in and which region they are competing from. So the clock's just about to tick over to 3 p.m. local time, and that will be the race. 50 minutes time, in 50 minutes time rather, we will have 3 new champions: a new champion in Pro class, a new champion in Pro-Am class, and a new champion in the AM class for the 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final. Who that will be? Well, after the way race 1 played out, I don't think you could place bets on any one of these drivers taking the greatest advantage. It will be very close. Certainly the 2 drivers that start on the front row you could not discount. Milos Pavlovic has shown he has been very competitive right through the 2014 European season. And Richard Antonucci, as we were just explaining, is a very experienced campaigner. So coming around for a start, Pavlovic, of course, the Serbian, will control the start. He's on the left of screen in the number 3 Benaldi Motorsport Super Trofeo. And we've got drivers out wide. Green light. They're all spreading out. Hopefully you see a clean run down to turn 1. Antonucci, though, has closed the door and come across in front of Pavlovic. Pavlovic is looking to try and get back through. This is not going to be too nice. Antonucci's given him room. It's through turn 2, and he's crossed back under him through turn 1 into turn 2. That's Verberti, who's taken the initiative and jumped into the lead. The pole sitter here yesterday. In fact, that looks like Andrea Amici. We will just clarify that, but the leaders coming down to turn number 4, that is Andrea Amici, who has charged through from the 4th row. So that's a brilliant start by him. Whilst the leaders were covering themselves, he managed to sneak around and get through and into the lead on the exit of turn 2. Clean through this time. We expected that would be the case. We expected a little bit more room would be given to the leaders, or sorry, given to the competitors. Give themselves some racing room on the way through, and they've managed to all make it through the first half of the lap, certainly. But Andrea Amici won both races here on Friday, the European Championship rounds. So he knows the quick way around this 5.5 kilometre Sepang circuit. 3 wide isn't going to go into that part of the circuit. That will never work. It's down at turn 9. And that's the 177. That's the Joe Courtney entry from the United States, the orange car. It sounded a little bit like tyres screeching just in the background of the audio. Hopefully that doesn't suggest anything has occurred. Mirko Bertolotti with the very patchwork Benaldi Motorsport number 33 entry. The dramas he's had this weekend. He's the driver with the lights flashing immediately in front of him. That appears to be the Bernard Paglia car. No, it's the teammate to that car. But up front, oh, there's some gesticulating going out the window. Bertolotti's not happy with what's going on. He's taken the position away, and that puts him up to position number 5, or it was either Gerard Teresa or Thomas Pavoda. Now they finished strongly, P4 in race 1, so I'm not sure what the issue is there, but certainly race leader Andrea Amici, 1.2 seconds now. Richard Antonucci holding down position number 2, the American. Third is Milos Pavlovic, the new European Pro Class champion, 1.8 seconds back from the leader. Then it's Alberto Verberti, the pole sitter here yesterday for race 1. He was on P1. Mirko Bortolotti, who was the pace setter here on Friday, the quickest man at the Sepang circuit, position number 5. Gerard Teresa and Thomas Pavoda dropped back to position number 6, but still retain maximum points. The race winners first up in the Pro-Am class. And then Jake Rattenbury, the Am class leader, continues to lead the Sepang events. There's 3 races. This is his 4th race this weekend. He's won the first 3 he's contested in Am class, as now Milos Pavlovic takes the position back from Richard Antonucci. But as Antonucci said earlier in the day, he does not need to push too hard too early. He wants to have a good car under him. He started position 14 in race 1 and worked his way through to position number 2 by the checkered flag. So certainly his experience has helped him do that, and he will be the driver who'd be quite happy to just let Milos Pavlovic go now, and he'll come back and attack a little bit later in this race. Andrea Amici, as he did on Friday, running away at the front of the field. Certainly Mirko Bortolotti was the pace setter in the opening stanza of race 1 on Friday as the penultimate race of the European Series. And unfortunately for him, once he handed the car across to David Pennell, David had a brake failure at the end of the main straight, and that was them out of the race, which is why it's a very patchwork Benaldi Motorsport number 33 Super Trofeo under Mirko Bortolotti right now. So Amici 1.6 seconds now, 2:11.53, fastest man on the track at the moment, Milos Pavlovic. Third, Antonucci, now 2.5 seconds back from the race leader. Then it's Verberti, Bertolotti, Teresa, Jake Rattenbury. Jerome Mule has dropped back to position number 8, but he too may be just doing this based on strategy, not pushing too hard too early. Takeuchi is in position number 9. Then it's Oshai, the 2nd place Am class driver and the reigning champion, or the newly crowned champion rather, in the Asian Series. So he is right in the mix here too. And then Simone Pellegrinelli, nice to see him recovering after what has been a tough weekend. He was crowned the European Am class champion, but as yet he has not featured on the podium. And certainly in race 1 on Friday of the European Series, he didn't feature in the end result at all. After 4 laps, clutch had gone in his car, and he was forced to watch from the sidelines to see whether or not Shota Abkazava could take the championship from him. Shota unfortunately had dramas. He was unable to claim maximum points, and that handed Pellegrinelli his first title in the Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo Series for the European region. Oh, we have a spinner. Now that's one of the, because it's the 90 car, which is Alberto De Falco, who was running very strongly early in this race, and he's had a spin or an issue. The car looks like it's okay, but to be stopped on the edge of the circuit isn't ideal for him. Now there's another car that's driving very slowly between turns 14 and 15. That may well be the Malaysian entry, Zenlo. They were classified, just check the order, Zenlo and Marcus, his teammate, are shown well back down the order in position number 32. So that may have been the car that we saw online there. Of course, the Team FX Primus car, whether Zen was at the wheel or Marcus was at the wheel. But up front, Amici is starting to come under fire now from Milos Pavlovic. No, that's the 2 teammates. That's the Auto Carrots area team being pressured by the Benaldi Motorsport team. But that is in fact Alberto Verberti and Mirko Bortolotti immediately behind him at the front of the field. Andrea Amici The leading at the moment, leading Auto Carrozzeria and Pirelli car is in P1, and he's about to come under fire from Milos Pavlovic in the second of the Benoli Motorsport cars. So leading American entry, P3, Richard Antonucci, 2.9 seconds down on the leader, but in a watching brief. Leading Asian Series competitor is Hironori Takeuchi, the former Super GT champion from Japan. Race winner here on Friday in the Asian Series, as Bortolotti looks for whatever way he can to put Alberto Viberti under pressure and take the position away. Diving down the inside into turn 9, and he will take the position. Will Viberti cross back under? No. He will also comfortably retain that position and hold station. There's nothing to gain right at this point from attacking, and that was for position number 4. Of course, both of these young drivers are part of the Lamborghini Young Drivers program, and as part of that program, they've been a big part of the development of the new, for 2015, Huracan Super Trofeo, the LP622, which is here this weekend. All the drivers in the field have had their opportunity to get behind the wheel of the new car, and it has certainly proven very, very competitive, and will be the next step in the development of the Super Trofeos beyond the existing Gallardo 574. Interesting point there, of course, is that the 574 is an all-wheel drive car. The new Huracan 622 is a two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive car. So getting closer to the next step in the sports car run for Lamborghini, the new Huracan GT3, which will appear towards the middle of the 2015 season. 2:12.391, Richard Antonucci, quickest man on the circuit at the moment, still just 2.5 seconds behind race leader Andrea Amici. You can see him in the background there, the red and white car with yellow mirrors. Splitting the two is Milos Pavlovic, the new pro class champion in the European Championship. That is, well, let's try to work out which car that was on track. That was Tim Richards in the number 28 car that competes in the European Championship. Tim's had a very tough weekend. It's not been going well for him at all, unfortunately, the AM class driver. He spent a number of laps in pit lane as opposed to on the circuit, and hopefully for him that's not any kind of drama. Currently shown in position number 28, but on the lead lap. So Alberto De Falco, there has been an issue. He's now pulled into pit lane. So too Michael Chua, the Mike Racing local driver. It's based here in Malaysia. A gorgeous orange and black car. Unfortunately for Michael, he qualified 16th. There's De Falco's car, and the crew look like they're about to put it away into the garage. Now that's frustration for him. He was very quick in the opening part of the race. Now what's going on there? That's the 47 car of Alberto Viberti getting well out of the way for Jerome Mule. Did he run wide? Did he just provide room? Certainly very wide on the exit there too. So action going on right through this field. We'll try and keep you up with it as much as we can, but certainly as an indicator, race 1 saw action right from P1 through to P39, and a lot of that action occurred at turn 2 on the opening lap. So that's disappointment for Alberto De Falco, the Pro-Am champion. Some debris on the circuit on the run into turn 15. The blue car there, Delantha Malagamua. It looks like a car may be off into the gravel. There's a lot of dust on the exit of turn 15. And the 32 car there is, of course, the recovering Giovanni Venturini, who had dramas in race 1 and stopped just 2 laps before home, battling with Malagamua, a former GT Asia Series champion. So has done a lot of miles around this Sepang circuit. Calls Malaysia and Sri Lanka home. Very proud to support the people of Sri Lanka, and has been a long-term competitor. Started his career in 125 and 250cc Grand Prix motorcycles many, many years ago. Now that appears to be, I hope that's not rain on the lens of the camera, but certainly there were specks of something on the lens of the camera. As we say, that was expected there would be rain here today. We have not seen a sign of it. Very humid conditions. but hopefully it will stay away. 37 minutes left on the clock. At the 20-minute mark, the compulsory pit stop window will open. By the 30-minute mark, every one of these competitors in this field, there's 32 entries, will have must have completed their compulsory stop. A minimum stop of 86 seconds, which essentially means that every car is stationary for a minimum of 60 seconds. It's 26 seconds from pit entry in to pit entry out, so 86 seconds is the minimum stop. Once that stop's completed, they can return to the race, but it must occur between minute 20 and minute 30. Some teams made up some good time during the compulsory stop, but they've got to be very careful not to make up too much. If they go less than 86 seconds, then they will be penalised quite heavily. Now, Malagamua's off the circuit. He had brake failure himself during the first race. The temperatures here are obviously very high. The intensity that the braking system is under, four-wheel drive. Of course, these cars compete in the Asian region, so they understand the dynamics of dealing with the heat and the humidity of the Asian sector. And most of these cars have been fine, but certainly there have been dramas for a couple of the Asian entrants, which is most unusual and very rare for them. Delantha stuck behind the wheel in the number 224 Delango Racing Super Trofeo, and that will be disappointment for him because he felt that he was more than capable of making the Pro-Am podium this weekend and was in fact holding down P2 when he had brake failure in the opening race. So disappointment for him. Hopefully he can be recovered. Andrea Amici continues to lead. Milos Pavlovic is starting to close in again, less than a second behind him. Antonucci still 2.5 seconds behind the race leader and one of the fastest cars on the circuit. Fourth is Mirko Bertolotti, 4.5 seconds behind the leader, Jerome Mule, who has been battling with him all year. Now that does look like rain on the lens. Now, it could just be light rain, but certainly it is in the area. So will that have an impact on this race? It's already exciting enough as we see more dust across the circuit. Seventh is Jake Rattenbury, and still the leading AM class driver. There he is on screen, the number 87 white and black Super Trofeo. Eighth is Takeuchi, the leading Japanese team, the leading Asian series team. Bernard Pallier and Paul Lipschatin, the leaders in the Pro-Am class, the number 21 Super Trofeo, holding down position number 9. And Simone Pellegrinelli, the new European Am class champion, is classified in position 10. Alberto De Falco, unfortunately for the Auto Carrots Area Imperiale team driver, teammate to the number 47 car on screen, Alberto Verberti, and teammate to Andrea Amici, is out of this race, still shown in the pits. So too Michael Chua and Zen Lowe in that Team FX Primus car 2 is still struggling a little bit further back in the order, although they have returned to the circuit. So lights flashing from Milos Pavlovic, trying everything in the driver's handbook to find a way past Andrea Amici. But again, he's close enough to be where he needs to be to hand the car fresh with a good set of tyres underneath it to Eduardo Piscopo. And this combination have been race winners a number of times this year. 4 in fact in the European Series. They finished second in both races to the man in front of them, Andrea Amici, for the European Championship rounds, but at that stage they were mindful of a championship. Amici stole the advantage and pushed his way through to the lead, well aware that he was unlikely to get too much fight out of either Piscopo or Pavlovic, because in their minds they needed to do everything they could to win that pro class title in the battle against Jerome Mule. And Mule didn't miss by much, but unfortunately for him, the Dutchman was forced to settle for second in the championship. But this time round, there's a world final title on the line, so I don't believe that either Piscopo or the Serbian Pavlovic will be quite so gentlemanly about providing Andrea Amici another victory, although as it stands right at the moment, the winners of the series and the world final, if the positions stay as they are, will be the number 3 Benaldi Motorsport car, by virtue of the fact that they will have a point up on the 3rd place man, who is their rival in this race, Richard Antonucci. But It's only 32 minutes down in this race, so there is a long way to go. So the American entries currently: Richard Antonucci, P3, Kevin Conway and Lawson Aschenbach. Conway starting that car again. They were very comfortable towards the leading end of this field in the opening race. Of course, qualified third on Friday. They were taken out in the incident where Max Weiser lost his brakes, and unfortunately for them, they suffered contact. A guard was pushed onto a wheel. They had a deflating tyre, a little bit of suspension damage, and they were forced to drive a very long 5.5 kilometre lap. As we see the lead taken away by Pavlovich into turn 1, but Amici will be looking to cross back under. They'll have another chance into turn 2, but no. Still a long way to go in this race. He's comfortable where he is, and Antonucci all the time is just sitting back there in the red and white American car, Lamborghini Beverly Hills supported Super Trofeo, waiting to see what unfolds in front of him. He's ready to attack, but what he has to also now take note of is Mirko Bertolotti will have the bit between the teeth, because after the weekend he's had so far, he will be looking for a nice finish to his 2014 season, and he is closing in on the American from behind in position number 4. So there's still plenty to play for. If the rain comes, that will change things again. Very wide Antonucci that time round. Needs to be careful running too far off the circuit. The AstroTurf here can bring you unstuck. We've seen that in the past. But again, a very experienced campaigner, so he will be doing everything in his power to make sure that he can take that car through to the finish and be able to challenge for the race win. Interestingly, watching them coming out of turn 9, all-wheel drive, the Super Trofeo control, Pirelli DH slick, but they're laying licorice strips, as they call them, coming out under throttle, and a little bit of oversteer. A tyre, he was the overtaking move down at turn 1. Pavlovich just diving inside Amici. Amici giving him enough racing room. Had a look to see whether he could cross under him under brakes, but Pavlovich was able to pull him up and cross back onto the racing line and retain the position. So watching the tyre degradation will be interesting. Certainly the Pirelli crew is on board, keeping tabs of everything that's going on, and providing as much data as they can from what they know from the Asian series. Ran here to start the 2014 season at the Sepang circuit all the way back in early May. So they'll be taking that data and applying it to this weekend. Of course, the temperatures then very similar to the temperatures as they are now. Very constant temperature at in Malaysia. Of course, depends on the humidity. That has a big impact on conditions, of course, as Pavlovich continues to pull away. So lots of data from the Pirelli tyre technicians. These guys need to be very careful to make sure they manage their tyres, and that's a big point that Richard Antonucci made at the close of the first race, and he said that he thought that was the key for him in moving forward in the closing laps of this race, to close to within 3 seconds of the man who leads this race, Milos Pavlovich. Giovanni Venturini is into pit lane. The pit window has now opened. Also, Kevin Conway is in to hand over to Lawson Aschenbach, who's the current Pirelli. Lawson Aschenbach is the current Pirelli World Challenge GTS champion, as he was last year. Very experienced campaigner. He's been driving for a lot of years, but don't discount Kevin Conway, the 2010 NASCAR Sprint Cup Rookie of the Year. There's another 11 more corners to the Sepang International Circuit, more than Kevin Conway is used to. Of course, an oval circuit competitor. 4 corners is the majority, makes up the majority of his career, but he says he's really enjoying the transition to the circuit racing, and he's clearly taken to it very, very nicely as both the 2013 and 2014 Pro-Am champion in the North American Super Trofeo Series. Very strong run before the compulsory stop. It's now Bertolotti, who's moved into position 3, takes a look down the inside at Andrea Amici, but Amici is into pit lane for his stop. So that is the Benaldi Motorsport cars in position 1 and position 2. Antonucci still 3.5 seconds off the lead. Jan van Oostel in pit lane, but very close to the tail of the Bortolotti car. Still right where he needs to be, not pushing too hard. He said, I would expect a pit at the end of the pit window because we've discovered some things through testing here over the last couple of days. And that, again, unfortunately, looks to be Tim Richards suffering on circuit. That's Bernard Pallier and Paul Lupschat, the Pro-Am class leaders, battling with Alberto Viberti. Very sideways coming into turn 2. Whether they were trying to give Viberti room or just missed the corner, as we see Tim Richards working his way up to turn number 4. But that is position taken away by Andrea Amici, who has just come through from pit lane. Takeuchi is in to hand over to Masami Kageyama, his compatriot. Appeared to be 3 of the Lamborghini supported cars in pit lane all at once. But up front, it's still Milos Pavlovic, still controls this race. 2.8 seconds now to Mirko Bertolotti. 3rd, Richard Antonucci. 4th, you can see him just closing in behind there now, Jerome Mule. So this race is a long way from over. Andrea Amici is shown in position 5, but he has in fact come into pit lane. That was Alberto Viberti we were watching on screen. There's the 3rd of the American entries, the 129. That would have Lawson Aschenbach behind the wheel now, having taken over from Kevin Conway. Of course, the other American entry, Joe Courtney, is immediately behind him. And that appeared to be Joe just out of the car there, talking to the team. So, Pavlovic will be in soon as the 211 car with Masami Kageyama rejoins the field. Kageyama, like his teammate Takeuchi, is a former GT, Super GT champion. In fact, he won the Super GT championship in a when it was actually called All Japan GT back in those days in 1998 in a Nissan Skyline. So he has been around a very long time. Was 3rd in the Japanese Formula 3 championship all the way back in 1994, and still today he can prove quite competitive in a Super GT. Down to pit lane.
I'm talking to the person that's behind the Lamborghini North America. Tell me, will Richard win this race?
Well, I think Richard Antonucci has a very good chance to win this race. He's behaving very well behind the wheel. I think he's waiting for the right time to attack, and it will come at the second leg of the race, I think. Time for attack.
Okay, thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Abbiamo parlato con l'uomo che assiste Antonucci qui in questa esperienza malese. Purtroppo, dati i rumori in pista, non sono riuscito a sentire, ma Giorgio e Fabio sicuramente potranno fare una traduzione.
More cars coming now into pit lane. The Palya-Pshatin car is now in the Pro-Am class leaders. Alberto Viberti is also into pit lane. We saw those two teams battling over position just a lap ago. But up front still, Milos Pavlovic doing what he needs to do in the number 3 Benaldi Motorsport car. 2.2 seconds now over his teammate Mirko Bertolotti. And Richard Antonucci, we're just talking to the team then during the pit stop, or during that last break rather. He is just sitting in a watching brief. Now separating the 2 Benaldi Motorsport cars, as that's Alberto Viberti, the pole sitter for this morning, leaving pit lane after his compulsory stop. Splitting the 2 Benaldi Motorsport cars at the moment is Lawson Aschenbach, but he will go a lap down until the leaders have conducted their stops. No, in fact, they're not a lap down on him yet. Well, he's not a lap down on them. The leaders are just coming around now. 23 minutes left on the clock. Clearly, the 2 Benaldi Motorsport cars are going to stop towards the end of this session as the number 22 car of Jerome Mule hits pit lane. So he's going to make an early stop. Back down to pit lane with Jane and Julio.
Okay, I'm talking to Bernard, which is the Pro-Am leader right now. Tell me, how did it go just now?
This time it went very well. We didn't have a lot of luck during the previous races and the qualifying, but this race is running perfect. We're lucky for this one. The last one is good. We're doing well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Grazie, abbiamo parlato con Bernard Payet che è il current leader, il leader provvisorio di classe Pro-M insieme a Paul Chaten che è il suo coéquipier. Lui è appena sceso, è soddisfatto ovviamente del risultato, finalmente tutto va per il verso giusto, sono contenti e aspettiamo la fine della gara.
They were the leaders prior to the compulsory stop, but Bernard Payet and Paul Chaten are now back down in position number 10, P2 in the Pro-Am class. Daniel Hickmar and Feroz Fauzi in the number 25 car are classified as the leaders. We've seen a spinner just in front of race leader Milos Pavlovic coming through turn 9. That's the number 23 car of Mikhail Grashev. So he's had a spin, the Pro-Am point scorer out of the opening race. In fact, Mikhail finished in P2 for Pro-Am, so that's not the result he wants because he's right in this battle for the Pro-Am title. Pit stop 2 for Jake Rattenbury, Simone Pellegrinelli. Oshai is into pit lane, Roberto Tanca is in pit lane, Stefano Montesi is in pit lane. So certainly a number of the drivers inside the top 10 now are starting to conduct their compulsory stop. I would expect to see the two Benaldi Motorsport cars pit at the end of this lane. There they are at top of screen. And so too Richard Antonucci. So the strategy that worked for the American in race 1 is now being employed by Pavlovic and Bortolotti. So it'll be interesting to see where they end up. And it's interesting to see just how close they are. It was 2.7 seconds separated the two teams, sorry, the three teams as they completed the last lap. Now they're just a car length apart. So this will be very interesting to see which of these teams will emerge from pit lane as the race leader. Of course, they must stop for a minimum of 86 seconds, but they must ensure too, certainly with a driver change for Piscopo and Pavlovic, that there is no delay. They need to be right on the watch, make sure everything's right. You see the two Benaldi Motorsport cars, the top left of screen, the red and white car of Antonucci in front of them, to see which of those cars will return to the circuit as the race leader. Tyre pressures being equalised. It's the number 25 car of Daniel Hickmar and Feroz Fauzi. As Feroz about to jump behind the wheel. They had dramas in race 1 of the European leg on Friday. They had an incident on track, and the car had an oil line touch the exhaust, and it started a fire in the rear of the car. It was put out fairly quickly, but the damage was significant enough for them not to be able to drive their primary car. So they're in a backup for this race, and nice to see them currently holding down position number 4, immediately behind Richard Antonucci. So the top 4 cars classified in this race are now in pit lane. Andrea Amici on screen, the 27 car with Jerome Mule immediately behind him, are the next drivers in line. So they will be hoping to get around this lap as quickly and as cleanly as possible so that they can be back into the mix in this race. So essentially they will be classified positions, I would expect about 5 and 6 or 4 and 5 as Piscopo rejoins the field. So what's happened there is the 3 in front of the 33. Now, as we were saying, that's the Jerome Mule and Andrea Amici cars coming up behind them. That is Jake Rattenbury rejoining the field, the AM class leader. So pit lane is essentially empty. The cars with some dramas further back. That may well be the Alberto De Falco car out there in pit lane. So the 33, Bertolotti, has got ahead of Eduardo Piscopo, but immediately behind Piscopo now is Antonucci. So this is your leaders. Bertolotti has taken over the lead of this race. He was the pace setter here during practice and qualifying for the European round on Friday. He set the pole on Thursday, started race 1 from the lead and drove away to a 12-second lead by the time he came in for his compulsory stop. But unfortunately, as a result of brake failure, which they felt happened during the stop, the heat was just too much for the system, and brake failure for David Pennell unfortunately put him off the circuit at the end of the lap coming out of pit lane. And at turn 4 he also came off the circuit after he recovered from his first off, and unfortunately that put the car out for the second race. You can see it looks very patchwork, which is not the quality of the Benaldi Motorsport cars, so frustration for them that it doesn't look as pristine as the number 3 car behind them. Of course, the number 3 car, with the demise of Bortolotti, went on to take the Pro Class title with the Piscopo-Pavlovich combination. So we have a race unfolding with 17 minutes and 20 seconds to go. The top 3 are together. Andrea Amici is not too far behind. In fact, just 7/10 of a second, just a second, 2 seconds rather, down on Richard Antonucci, but 7/10 of a second behind him is Jerome Mule. The top 5 cars in this race are right in this. As for how the championship will unfold, if we look at the points in the Pro Class, Piscopo and Pavlovich took 15 points out of the opening race. Antonucci took 12. Viberti took 10. Currently, he's holding down position number 8. Jerome Mule took 8. He's now in position number 5. Takeuchi and Kageyama are in position number 10. They took 6 points. Andrea Amici, who's in P4, took 5 points. And Mirko Bortolotti took 4 points as Lawson Aschenbach continues to move through the field. He's now shown in position number 13. If he can get around Toshiyuki Aoshai immediately in front of him, the AM class competitor, currently position number 3 in AM class. He took P2 in AM class first time round, so he'll be very keen to make sure that if he's under pressure rather from Lawson Aschenbach, he will let him through and continue on his battle with the driver immediately in front of him, which is Jake Rattenbury, the AM class leader. So things are really starting to mix up with 15 minutes to go now across the 3 classes. So Bernard Pallier, we saw him get out of the car. Paul Lupchatin is now behind the wheel. They lead Pro-Am class. They're classified in position number 7. Second in Pro-Am, Daniel Hickmar and Faraz Fauzi. And third is the Kevin Conway Lawson Aschenbach combination, who are looking to make up for the disappointment of race 1, where they were not classified. In the AM class, we're just talking about Jake Rattenbury. He's in position number 6. Simone Pellegrinelli is in position number 9. And in position number 12 is Toshiyuki Aoshai. Now that is a change of position that is very awkward. Jerome Mule and Andrea Amici battling over position. It almost appeared as if Jerome Mule was going to be forced down pit lane, but he's managed to recover. Bortolotti now 2 seconds up on his teammate, 2:13.569 last time round. Eduardo Piscopo knows he has the pace. That car is has set the fastest lap of this race in the opening stanza. Milos Pavlovich behind the wheel at 2:11.5. Last time round, they were 2:14.3, so 8/10 lost to Bortolotti on that last lap. 2:14.4, so really nothing in it from Richard Antonucci to Eduardo Piscopo in front of him. Now, whilst he's in a watching brief and he's close behind, to get to the front of this field and battle for the race win is a whole different ball game. But also, I guess Antonucci knows he only needs to finish in front of the car ahead of him to win the world final, to be the second American in the 2 world finals to take victory here with the Sepang World Final for 2014. So this is really where the race for the world final is. Bortolotti, as we pointed out in the opening race, finished in 7th in class. He was a little bit further back down the order, classified 13th, but 7th in Pro class. Even if he wins, that doesn't matter. The battle for the championship victory, or the win of the world final, is between Pavlovich Piscopo and Richard Antonucci in positions 2 and 3. So that's the race to keep an eye on at the front of the field. The race on screen, car number 3 and car number 169, the red and white car there now with the yellow mirrors. That's Richard Antonucci in the Lamborghini Beverly Hills car. This is the battle with 13 minutes 20 seconds to go in this race. This is the battle for the World Final Pro class. Bernard Pallier and Paul-Loup Chartin, they are leading the Pro-Am class. Unfortunately for them, they only claimed 4th placed points in the opening race. The winner, Gerard Torreza and Thomas Pavoda, they are shown currently, well down the order. They're essentially out of this race. So there's no chance for them, unfortunately, that they can go on and claim the world final in Pro-Am. So the race then becomes Mikhail Grashev. He finished 2nd last time round. If we check the order, he's currently in position number 27. So he's well down the order in Pro-Am. So that elevates the next driver, Alberto De Falco, of course, the European champion in Pro-Am. He's in pit lane. That car has stopped. So essentially, of all the drivers that finished in the top 4 for race 1, the Pro-Am leader on those points would be Bernard Pallier and Paul-Loup Chartin, who are leading the class right now. So in all essence, they will become, if things remain they are with 12 minutes to go, the Pro-Am champions for the 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final. And in the Am class, well, Jake Rattenbury at this stage can do nothing wrong. He won 2 races in the European final on Friday. He won race 1 to take maximum points. He's leading the Am class again, position number 7 outright. Simone Pellegrinelli is in P2, but Pellegrinelli claimed P4 results in the opening races. This battle between Jerome Mule and Andrea Amici continues to heat up. Down to turn 9, Mule down the inside. Amici, will he protect? Yes, he does. They make light contact, and Amici accelerates away and retains the position. Jerome Mule doing what he can to try and stay in that battle. Currently, Mule will move further forward in this battle for the championship, but again, the big race is ahead of him. It's Edoardo Piscopo and Richard Antonucci. 11 minutes 15 to go. So that is what we want to keep a close eye on. So in the battle for the individual regions, oh, that's not the place to make a move, but he's going to make it stick, Jerome Mule, around the outside at turn 14. That was impressive. He held his ground, ran a little wide across the ripple strip and took the position away. Now that puts Jerome Mule up to position number 4. He's currently 6.8 seconds back from the leader. And if he wants to get into this championship battle, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Last time round, Jerome Mule at 2:14.55. The leaders are doing 2:13.8. Jerome Mule 2:16.9. Andrea Amici 2:17.8. So that battle cost them some time. He's now 10 seconds back from race leader Mirko Bertolotti, who's 2.5 seconds clear of his teammate Edoardo Piscopo at the front of the field. Talking about the leading European driver, which of course is Mirko Bertolotti. The leading American driver, Richard Antonucci, in position number 3. And the leading Asian Series Super Trofeo driver is Masami Kageyama, who of course shares with Hironoki Takeuchi, the 2 Japanese Super GT drivers, both former champions in Super GT. They are holding down position number 9 and are 7th in the Pro class. Jake Rattenbury and Paul-Loup Chartin, the Pro-Am and Am class leaders, separating them from the leaders in the field. The number 177 car, Joe Courtney from the USA, one of 3 cars. The other American car, of course, Kevin Conway and Los Naschenbach. 211 car on screen, that is Masami Kageyama in position number 9, the leading Asian Series driver. The Emperor Racing team, they will be looking for a nice solid result, and if they manage to retain the position they are, they will take home some strong points in this race. But unfortunately, unless they can manage to move an awful lot further forward in this pro class field, the race for the title will remain between Edoardo Piscopo, Milos Pavlovic and Richard Antonucci, which is currently positions number 2 and 3 in this race. You'd expect that Antonucci is just sitting and waiting. 8 minutes 40 to go. The clock is ticking down. It's the end of what has been a fantastic season. Started in North America at Sebring in early March. Started in Europe in mid-April at Monza in Italy, and it started in Asia in early May at Sepang, right here in Malaysia, for the opening round of the season. 6 rounds in each of these regions. 2 of those regions, Europe and Asia, finished here at Sepang on Friday. Each race 50 minutes with a compulsory pit stop mid-race. Single driver and 2 driver entries, Am, Pro and Pro-Am classes. As Tim Richards continues to circulate, it's nice to see him back out there, although looking at the pace of his View Porsche, Lamborghini Super Trofeo, I beg your pardon, he is certainly not where he wants to be pace-wise. So frustrating weekend for him. But again, as many of these drivers have said, they've come to another part of the world they have not competed in before, come to a fantastic Formula One facility, and the racing has been fantastic from opening practice on Thursday all the way through the 2 regional finals and into today's 2 50-minute races that constitute the 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final. And there is your race leader, Mirko Bertolotti, the pace setter here on Friday. That looks like another of the Auto Katzer area Imperiale cars into pit lane. Now, is that Alberto Viberti? Yes, he's shown in pit lane, the pole sitter here yesterday. One of the Lamborghini Young Drivers Program competitors. It's frustrating for him. So that's 2 of the Auto Carrozzeria Imperiale cars now back in pit lane. Of course, Alberto De Falco was into pit lane earlier as Mikhail Spirodnov drops down the order. Another spot in the Am class car. 6 minutes 20 to go. Bortolotti continues to lead. 2.5 seconds. You can see him behind Eduardo Piscopo. Richard Antonucci is likely to start his assault anytime soon, but is there anything left? 2:14.8 last time round. Piscopo 2:14.6. Bertolotti 2:14.8. Behind them though, Jerome Mule 2:14.5. But he's 6 seconds back from Richard Antonucci. The Dutchman's got his work cut out for him with 5 minutes 50 to go. It's about 3 laps left in this race. He's going to have to do everything in his power if he's going to be able to catch the leaders. But it's likely that Bortolotti will make up for the unfortunate situation which saw him as an early retirement on Friday and take victory. But the race for the title in the Pro class comes down to Eduardo Piscopo, Milos Pavlovic in the number 3 Benaldi Motorsport Super Trofeo, just at the back of the screen there. Got the red and white car immediately behind them, which is Richard Antonucci. If Antonucci can get past them, he will be the champion in Pro class. If Piscopo can stay in the position he is in, and he'll be very difficult to get past with 5 minutes to go, then he will be, alongside teammate Milos Pavlovic, the 2014 Pro class World Final champion. In Pro-Am, well, that certainly looks at this stage like Bernard Pallier and Paul Lipchatin, the 2 Frenchmen, will take the Pro-Am title. The next Pro-Am car in the field, Horst Naschenbach, is flying 2:15.13 last time round. That said, Paul Lipchatin 2:14.91, so he was quicker. The difference between those 2 cars is 18 seconds, so it's unlikely to see Aschenbach come through. In fact, I beg your pardon, it's 21 seconds. Unlikely to see him progress to that point. And Jake Rattenbury is almost certain of the World Final Am class title because he continues to lead the field. Position 7 overall, 35 seconds back from the race leader, but a good 18 seconds up on 2014 Euro Series Am class champion Simone Pellegrinelli. Certainly Jake Rattenbury has shown a great love and affection for the Sepang circuit. 4 times he's started a race over the last 3 days. 4 times it appears he will be a race winner. Coming into this round, he'd won only once in the Super Trofeo Europe Series, but certainly by the end of this weekend he could be a 5-time winner in Super Trofeo, and that would be a great result for him. Up front though, Bortolotti continues to charge. 2:15.2 last time round. Piscopo 2:14.6. Jerome Mule's the fastest man on track, 2:14.3. Antonucci now 2 seconds back it looks like the fire has gone out of the Americans' charge. 2 seconds is a big deficit to make up with just 3 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock. So the battle for the front, the Benaldi Motorsport team, not only will they take 1-2 in this race, they will also claim the 2014 World Final to go with their Pro Class title. So it has been a fantastic weekend for Eduardo Piscopo and Milos Pavlovic. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on them too early. We still have just under 3 minutes to go, but they have driven faultlessly all weekend. They've been right in the thick of the battle. They came into the European final 5 points down on Jerome Mule. They came into the last race of the series 1 point up, and unfortunately for Mule, he suffered a drama during the roll-around laps. He came through pit lane one too many times and was stopped at the end of pit lane, forced to start from pit lane, and he had his work cut out for him during the race. Whereas meanwhile up front, Piscopo and Pavlovic followed home the race winner, which of course was Andrea Amici, two-time race winner on Friday. Amici continues to hold down position number 5, but dropping back further, but he's fairly safe at this stage. Position number 6, Paul Ibschatin, the Pro-Am leader. 1 minute 54 on the clock. So we are coming on to the last lap for Mirko Bertolotti. This will be a great reward for what was a frustrating run here on Friday. 2.9 seconds up. The Benaldi Motorsport crew get to celebrate again. They've had their work cut out for them this weekend. As you can see from Bortolotti's car, the left side, you'll see it now, a black door, a grey nose cone. They've had a lot of work to do to the left rear guard of the car after David Pinnell's accident. But a great result for Benaldi Motorsport. Nice to see them recover the way they are. Still a minute to go in this race. But for Mirko Bertolotti, one of the young driver program recipients for Lamborghini this year, as is Eduardo Piscopo and Jerome Mule, they will finish very, very strongly. 2:15.182 last time around for Bortolotti, so he's continuing to charge, and a nice result for them. Am class, Jake Rattenbury continues to run around in position 7. Lawson Aschenbach continues to charge. 2:15.1 last time round. Still holding down position number 2. Disappointment after starting 3rd in race 1 today, but this will be a nice recovery for the two Americans. Of course, sharing the car with Kevin Conway, Hironori Takeuchi and Masami Kageyami, the leading team in the Asian series. Position number 9, and Pellegrinelli, Am class 2nd place finisher, is holding down position number 10. He will cross the line in position number 2 in the Am class, but the clock's counting down. 1 second to go. The race is officially over once the man on screen, Mirko Bertolotti, comes out of turn 14. There's one long straight, turn 15 to negotiate, and that will be a very, very rewarding result for him after what has been a tough weekend. Second position though, Eduardo Piscopo is going to come across the line for another second position, which will give him another victory, but this time round it will be the 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final Pro Class title. So congratulations to the hard-working Benaldi Motorsport crew. 1-2 in this race. Certainly victory in the Pro Class for the World Final to Piscopo and Pavlovic, their second major championship win in 3 days. So a great result for them, and much rejoicing going on in the Benaldi Motorsport team. Third place, Richard Antonucci. He will be second in the World Final. The American, unfortunately unable to make any impact on the Piscopo car in front of him. He needed to finish in front of the 3 car in order to take the title. Fourth place to Jerome Mule. A nice result for him after what has been a very difficult journey to Malaysia. Now down to pit lane with some of the winners.
On behalf of Lamborghini, how is your weekend this weekend in Sepang?
Well, the excitement is still very high. We just finished. Cars are still running behind the finishing line of the second race of today, World Final. 2 races in 1 day, 50 minutes long each, with these temperatures.
We had a lot of battles on the track in all categories, in all classes, amateurs, pro amateurs, but especially the pro class show us really hardcore racing today with many battles and the very winner until the very last laps. So a lot of excitement. We're waiting for the winners for the podium in a short while. Lots of excitement. Great weekend for Lamborghini. Great weekend for all our drivers, customers and teams.
Thank you very much.
Cristiano, hanno appena sventolato la bandiera a scacchi su questa seconda edizione delle finali mondiali, ricchissima di quantità e qualità, soprattutto in pista.
Beh, una soddisfazione straordinaria oggi qui a Sepang, prima volta che vediamo così tante Lamborghini tutte insieme battagliare fino davvero all'ultimo giro, 2 gare in un giorno, tutte e 2 molto lunghe in condizioni meteo estreme, il caldo a Sepang è davvero provante, piloti bravi in tutte le classi, nella categoria amateur, pro amateur e soprattutto nella categoria dei pro dove abbiamo visto duelli e battaglie fino veramente all'ultimo giro. Quindi weekend straordinario, un record per Lamborghini e un grazie davvero a tutti i piloti, i team e tutti i customer che ci hanno seguito fino alla fine. Grazie ancora.
E c'è la festa del podio adesso.
Beh, ci spostiamo di qualche metro adesso per la splendida cerimonia del podio delle World Final e poi ancora in serata per una grande festa Lamborghini con il prize giving e gli award di tutto il weekend. Grazie ancora.
Grazie. Grazie.
So a quick run of the arithmetic shows that Eduardo Piscopo and Milos Pavlovich are the pro class winners for the world final. Second place will go to American Richard Antonucci, and third place by virtue of winning the second race and a good recovery after a disappointing opening race for Mirko Bertolotti and a tough weekend. So that will be 1 and 3 in the world final for the pro class for the Benaldi Motorsport team. And we will see a presentation for the top 3 in this race from the Pro-Am and the Am class, and the trophy presentation and the presentation of the trophy Andrea Mama trophy for the winner. Of course, Andrea Mama, he was a long-term competitor with Super Trofeo and unfortunately lost his life last year. So he will be remembered tonight during the prize giving ceremony, and it will be a great result to have that occur and to see these drivers receive the reward for what has been a fantastic weekend. In Pro-Am, well, Bernard Paglia and Paul Ubschatin take maximum points. They will take P1 in the Pro-Am class. Kevin Conway and Lawson Aschenbach will take P2, and P3 will go to the Finnish pair of Mika Eskelinen and Dimitri Enyalbert, who will be the third placed team for Pro-Am, and that is a good result for them, but it is expected that Bernard Paglia and Paul Ubschatin will be the Pro-Am champions for 2014. And there's no question about the Am champion in the world final. It's the very man who's dominated this weekend, the Englishman Jake Rattenbury, who has claimed yet another victory here at the Sepang International Circuit. He's 4th of the last 3 days, and a deserving result. Milos Pavlovich punching the air, very, very happy with that result, and so he should be. The new 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final champion in the Pro class. So we'll go down to pit lane very shortly to Jane and Julio and talk to some of the winners, but certainly a lot of great celebration going on down in pit lane, and just reward too after what has been a fantastic weekend of competition. Well, 2014 sadly has come to a close for all 3 regional series and also the world final. This will be the last event on the calendar, but the 2015 season really isn't all that far away. And as far as the European Series is concerned, the opening round is scheduled for the 11th and 12th of April at Monza in Italy. And then they're on to Silverstone, Paul Ricard, Spa, Nürburgring, and the 6th round of the European Series will be at the to-be-determined world final venue. But as was pointed out a little bit earlier, there are 3 regional series, and so far we have gone to 2 of those regions for the world final. Europe, of course, and now Asia. North America looks like the likely destination for the 2015 World Final in 12 months' time. Lots of activity down there, lots of celebrations, certainly by the Benoldi Motorsport team, who have done a brilliant job all weekend. Down to Julio and Jane in pit lane.
Okay, I'm speaking to Jack right now. There you go again. I see you again. Tell me all about it.
Not much to say really. It was amazing.
Tell me about your weekend here in Sepang.
I can't describe it really. It's just I didn't expect anything like this, and I've just worked hard with the guys. You know, all the team worked absolutely impeccable to make the car just perfect, and I've been able to keep up with the pros all weekend. So just over the moon really.
Okay. Congratulations again.
Parlavamo appunto con Jack Rattenbury, il campione della classe AM, come avete potuto immaginare non ha le parole per descrivere la sua gioia, un weekend estremamente perfetto, faceva i complimenti ovviamente al team che è stato impeccabile e che gli ha fornito una macchina velocissima e si è visto anche in pista.
Well, that was nice to see Jake Rattenbury, a very deserving victor in not just this race, but the 2 races for the European Championship and also the 2 races which constitute the 2014 World Final. So he will be the champion. The drivers very soon will be up on the podium to accept their rewards. So let's look at the result. Mirko Bertolotti, of course, from Benoldi Motorsport, takes the win, 22 laps down. Just behind him, Eduardo Piscopo for P2 and the title. Richard Antonucci, position 3, the American drone mule, P4. Andrea Amici, who was very strong here in the European Championship rounds, winning both of them, P number 5. And then the leading Pro-Am competitors, Bernard Paglia and Paul Lubchatin, who are likely to take the Pro-Am World Final title. And position 7, Jake Rattenbury, we just heard from him, couldn't get any more exciting than 4 wins from 4 starts, finished in position number 7. And it was the American combination of Kevin Conway and Lawson Aschenbach. Behind them, the Japanese pairing, the 2 Super GT former champions, Hironoki Takeuchi and Masayama Kageyama, were position number 8, and leading Asian Series competitors, Simone Pellegrinelli, the new European AM class champion, position 9, and Giovanni Venturini has suffered a very, very tough weekend, but comes through to take position number 10 and 8th in the pro class here today in race number 2. So what an exciting event it has been. There's certainly plenty of action right through the field from lap 1 to the end. It was a little bit difficult at times to know where to look, but at the end of the day, the champion teams, the teams that prevailed at the leading end of the European season, prevailed here again, and certainly Richard Antonucci has been a driver of great calibre, and to see him finish 2nd in the pro class in what is essentially his first run in Super Trofeo this year has been a nice result too for him. And right through the field there has been some very, very good results and some nice stories of drivers that have suffered a fairly torrid time here this weekend. Certainly the crews will take a big sigh of relief. You can see a bunch of very, very hot drivers waiting for the podium presentation. Jake Rattenbury still smiling, and there's Lawson Aschenbach and Kevin Conway, the ex-NASCAR driver. There is Miko Eskelinen and Dimitri and Yalbert. Dimitri there on the left, and a very happy Miko there on the right. A nice result for them. So it has been an amazing championship so far. It has come to its conclusion, as we say. It starts again in April in Monza for these guys. They will be the reigning European champions in the pro class, and also the new 2014 pro class world final champions, and they will take that with them into the 2015 season, where of course we'll see the debut of the new Huracan LP 622, which has been doing a lot of laps this weekend, with all these drivers getting a chance to sample what it is like. So it has been a great race. Be nice to see the podium presentation begin shortly, but certainly from the Sepang International Circuit here in Malaysia, it has been nice to see us get through without too much inclement weather over the last 4 or 5 days. It was threatening all day today. It's still threatening now. It's just as likely to break into heavy rain at any minute. But we got through both these races, both these 50-minute races, quite comfortably, and saw some terrific racing. Quick reflection on where race 1 finished. Piscopo and Pavlovich took their first race win for the weekend. Richard Antonucci was in P2. Alberto Verberti finished in P3. Then it was Gerard Teresa and Thomas Pavoda, the Pro-Am race winners from race 1, finished in position 4. Immediately behind them, Jerome Mule in Pro class. Hironoki Takeuchi and Masayama Kageyama, the leading Asian Series competitors, finished in position number 6. Jake Rattenbury was position number 7. He's gone one better this time, finished in position 6. Andrea Amici for Auto Carrozzeria Imperiale finished in position number 8. Mikhail Grashev finished in position 9 for P2 in Pro-Am. And Toshiyuki Oshai, the Asian Series AM class champion, finished in position number 10. We had 39 starters, 26 finishes in the opening race, and we had 25 finishes second time round out of the 31 starters. Unfortunately, we lost a number of drivers during the opening 50-minute stanza, including one of the drivers we expected to run at the front of this field and challenge the Europeans, Italian Max Visa, who is the 2-time Pro-Am champion in Super Trofeo Asia Series. So getting ready for a podium. Things starting to get underway. And first up, we will see our Pro-Am field. Sorry, our Am class field, which of course will be... let's check the list. Jake Rattenbury, of course, is the race winner. Simone Pellegrinelli will make the podium for the first time this weekend, and it was Roberto Tanca who also made the podium, so he will claim position 3 in race number 2 of the 2014 Super Trofeo World Final here at Sepang. We were talking about the Lamborghini Young Drivers program. Well, there's a number of names that I'll mention now. These are drivers who are part of that program, who have performed very, very well here this weekend. Alberto De Falco, Alberto Verberti, Andrea Amici, Jerome Mule, Giovanni Venturini, Gerard Teresa, Mirko Bertolotti, Eduardo Piscopo, Giacomo Barri, who unfortunately wasn't able to compete in the final. He does a lot of racing here in Asia. And Andrew Palmer, members of that group. Andrew Palmer, of course, was the Pro-Am champion in the inaugural World Final at Vallelunga in Italy 12 months ago. The Am class champion at that particular event, going back 12 months, was none other than Alberto Verberti, who sat on the pole for the opening race. So we're taking a quick look back at the replay of race 1. Oh, in fact, this is the replay of race 2, I beg your pardon. Richard Antonucci on the front row jumps across to the lead, but Andrea Amici is the green car on the right, had a cracking start, got around his teammate and the Benoldi cars and Antonucci to take the lead into turn 1. A lot cleaner this time. We saw a lot of drama through turn 2 in the opening 50-minute race. A lot of contact, a lot of broken cars as a result of that one corner. But it was very clean this time through, or certainly cleaner. And Andrea Amici did a brilliant job to run away at the front of this field. Very quickly, though, the team from Benoldi Motorsport. First it was Milos Pavlovich, and then it was Mirko Bertolotti, worked their way forward to try and get towards the front of the field, and they did succeed in that. Bertolotti moving his way through to P1 during the compulsory stop, passing his teammates and taking that race result. So that was Roberto Tanca, P3. Simone Pellegrinelli, who suffered a fairly tough weekend, but finally made his way onto the podium with P2. And the winner again for the second time in the World Final, and the new World Final AM Class champion, Jake Rattenbury from Great Britain. A nice result for him. And deservedly celebrates what has been a fantastic run. 4 starts here at Sepang over the last 3 days and 4 victories.
Yes, thanks. Now it's my honor to invite Mr. Andrea Bowley, head of Asia Pacific for Automobile Lamborghini China, comes on podium and hands out the trophies. Now we're glad to invite Mr. Diameyer Pilali, Motorsport comes on podium and hand out the Pilali trophy to the winner. And now it's my honor to invite Mr. Akin Link Blackpan, Brand Manager of Thailand, to present the trophy. And now it's the time for the group photo. Group photo, please.
So a great podium for race 2 of the Super Trofeo World Final for the AM class. Jake Rattenbury in the centre. Then it is Simone Pellegrinelli to his right, so left of screen, and Roberto Tanca in position number 3. Now it's time to have a champagne shower, and deservedly so for Jake Rattenbury. He's comfortably the 2014 World Final champion in the AM class. Second overall though, Simone Pellegrinelli has another thing to celebrate. He may not be aware of it yet, but it looks as though he will be second in the World Final. Of course, the new European champion in the AM class. And there's a potential tie for P3 between Toshiyuki Oshai, the AM class champion of Asia, and Shota Abkazava, who finished 4th in this field for the second race. He made the podium in race 1 with a 3rd place finish. So it's nice to be able to take a breath and take in everything that has happened over the last 4 days here. A very big effort from Lamborghini and Squadra Corsa to set this up, the World Final at Sepang, the second World Final in the series. Of course, Super Trofeo has been running in Europe since 2009. It began running in Asia 3 years ago and started in the USA in North America just 2 years ago. So now we're on to our Pro-Am field, and Daniel Hickmar and Feroz Fauzi, they would not have expected to be on the podium, much less at this event, after the fire that eliminated them from race 1 in the European Championship round on Friday. Of course, Mikko Eskelinen and Dimitrian Yalbert will take position number 2 with the Mad Croc supported Super Trofeo, and the winner of Pro-Am this time around, Kevin Conway and Lawson Aschenbach. Now, what's interesting there is we have lost Gerard Teresa and the winner last time round, Gerard Teresa and Thomas Pavoda. So they were leading with 2 laps to go and have disappeared from the field. No, I beg your pardon. I need to take a step back. It wasn't them. It was, in fact, the French pairing of, as we listen to the anthems.
And hands on the Pilates Trophy to the winner. And now it's my honor to invite Mr. Jalil El-Kalaj-Bonia, Vice President of Black Pen Southeast Asia, President of Black Pen Club, to the winners. And now it's time for the group photos.
Nico Escalinen was very keen to take the top off his champagne bottle there. He's still being warned not to do it. Now, you'll excuse my confusion as we just came to the presentation. Of course, we needed to listen to the anthem and listen to the trophy presentation. But the driver that we've lost from the field was the Pro-Am race leaders, which was Bernard Paglia and Paul Lubchatin. They're not to be seen on the scoreboard. Now, interestingly, I've had a report on social media that just 38 seconds before the end of this race, there was an accident at the rear of screen, and that one car seems to be the only one that's not classified in the list. So that would be disappointment for them to come so close to what would have been not just a race win, but the victory in the world final as the champions of the Pro-Am class. So certainly if you go to the Lamborghini Squadra Corsa website and certainly their social media, you will find more information on that after this telecast has finished. And the information will be available across all of the activities that we have had here this weekend. But it would be disappointment for them to come so close to both a race win and a championship victory and not be able to make the end of the race. So frustration for them. So excuse my second guessing as we were just going to the podium, because there was another team we were expecting to have seen cross the line as the race winners in the Pro-Am class. But Kevin Conway and Lawson Aschenbach to come through the field after such a frustrating run, which saw them retire in the opening race, having been taken out in contact with Max Visa, who had brake failure. There's nothing Max could do about it. It eliminated him from the event, unfortunately, but also took the NASCAR driver and his highly credentialed teammate from the opening race, and they've had to come through from rear of field to take victory in Pro-Am. Of course, they qualified third on Saturday, so they were well and truly in this race, or felt they were in a position to be able to compete with the leading competitors. So now it's the Pro class, and this of course will be Richard Antonucci, second in race one. The American runs his way to the podium to take position number 3. second for the race. Eduardo Piscopo and Milos Pavlovic, the winners of race 1 and the new Super Trofeo Pro Class World Final champions. And the victor of race 2 after suffering a torrid weekend to date, Mirko Bertolotti, one of the Young Drivers Program recipients for 2014, involved in the development of the new Huracan Super Trofeo. A great result for the Benoli Motorsport member to come through and take a stunning victory over his teammates and move himself onto the podium for the Benoli Motorsport team. Okay, so Mirko had a tough run. Hopefully he's all okay. So on to the national anthem. That was an unusual podium presentation, given that the race winner was unable to take his place, but certainly no less a result. And I should imagine that there will be much champagne released from the drivers as a result of that. Will there be any retaliation? Well, it's just nice to be able to celebrate what has been a fantastic event. The 2014 Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo World Final has come to its conclusion. Its champions, Eduardo Piscopo and Milos Pavlovic, are the Pro Class World Final champions for 2014. Jake Rattenborough, of course, the AM Class champion for 2014, and we need to do a little bit of arithmetic to see just what will happen with the Pro-Am class, but certainly that could go all the way down the line and perhaps may well come back to Gerard Terroza and Thomas Pavoda, who of course were unable to finish the opening race. So it's been a fantastic event. Thank you very much for joining us at Sepang International Circuit, and we look forward forward to seeing you again in 2015 as the Lamborghini Super Trofeo series continues in the 3 regions in Europe, Asia and North America. But for now, let the team celebrate what has been an outstanding weekend of competition.